Hi, Heidi here, welcome to another DIY video. I've had this dress for quite a long time now. The sleeves have always been my favourite part, but the rest of it was kind of plain, so I decided to just use the sleeves for something. I've already removed the lining here, so this is just the outer part. My plan going in was to add some PVC details and a way to hold the sleeves up so they'd be out of the way to make it more wearable for me. I've made myself a few other shrugs recently because I've discovered how versatile and interesting they look with an outfit. I filmed this process to demonstrate how you can easily make new things out of old things. First thing to do was to create the basic shrug just by cutting just underneath the armpits. I tend to eyeball these things. I'm not really one for measuring, as I have mentioned in, I think, pretty much every DIY video I've done. Being as this dress had a zip up the back, it made it a little bit more complicated to detach. I didn't want to cut the zip as I could still use it attached to the rest of the dress, so I just undid the stitching. It's always best to try and use as much of the garment as you can. Before sewing up the back, I tried it on first, pinned up to make sure that it would fit and I'd be able to get it on and off. After that was done, I measured the neckline so I could cut out the PVC edging pieces. I started with the back, so it would be much less likely that I would make mistakes on the front. Machine sewing PVC can be quite tricky, so this took a lot of concentration to get right. I had initially planned to do the front of the shrug the same as the back, but being as that was quite tricky and time consuming, I decided to change it and just do straight lines of PVC down the front, which I ended up liking a lot better in terms of design. The final thing to do was to add a way of holding the sleeves up out of the way. I already had a whole bag of metal clips that would work really well. I added one to each shoulder and then made these straps that I would sew onto the sleeve in line with the seam. I tried the shrug on to get the best placement before sewing them down with the machine. Here it is, all finished. I really love how it turned out. I actually like this design better than what I had in mind previously, so that's good. That's the good thing about making it up as you go along. I have found anyway. And these clips are really easy to use, so it's quickly changeable to different lengths. And I like the variety that gives. I did this all in one day because I wanted to film a reel for Instagram, which I'll put on the screen for you to see. Hope you enjoyed the video and it inspired you to do some DIY of your own. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!